think I now have the rhythm. Virtual weddings are here with us now, and if you ask me, the idea of people joining your wedding virtually through Zoom, through YouTube or Facebook is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. And therefore, on that note, I think it's important that we think about how to engage your virtual guest, how to make sure that they too have as much fun as the fun they would have had if they were attending the wedding in person. Hi, my name is Kimari Maina, a Kenyan wedding MC. Welcome to a series called Plan the Fun, because you see, fun is a very important detail in your wedding, and I think we should plan for it. Make sure that every single detail you had planned to have revolving around fun actually gets to take place at your wedding, including thinking about those people who are attending the wedding virtually. And because of that, I'd like to share with you 4 ideas that I think would make them feel as if we remembered them. They were not just attending it virtually, but we actually thought about them and they felt as if they were attending in person. Idea number 1, engage them. Talk to the people who are going to be holding the microphone at any point in the wedding to remember that they're not just speaking to the people who are attending in person, but also speaking to the people who are attending virtually. This could be the person who is preaching, or the person who is officiating the wedding, the person who are giving the speeches. The wedding MC should make sure that they engage the guests who are in person and the guests who are attending virtually. There's a wedding we did where we asked the person with a virtual camera to do a close-up of the bride and the groom while we were taking photos. Remember the photos that happened after church for family and friends? The virtual camera guy did a close-up of the bride and the groom, and then we asked the guests who are attending virtually to take a selfie so they have a picture of themselves and the bride and the groom. I mean, where else in a wedding will you actually get to have a selfie? Well, unless you wait till the very end of the wedding. But that's one way of engaging the guests who are attending virtually. Thinking of engaging guests who are attending virtually, how about if you, the bride and the groom, slot out some time in your wedding to go to the guy with the virtual camera and to address the guests who are attending that wedding. Talk to them. Tell them, thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you being here. Keep watching. We would love to have you with us to the very end of the wedding. I mean, that's a personal touch. And if you know specific people who are attending the wedding virtually, call them out by name. It actually makes a difference. And on that note, I think that you should also chat with them. Like every 1 hour, go online and say, hey guys, throw in something that will allow them to start responding. Have a conversation with them, have a chat with them. It will cost you 2 minutes, but for the virtual guest, it will mean the world. And again, remember, even as you chat with them, make sure that you call people out by name. It makes all the difference. That is engaging your guest virtually. The second idea that I'd like to share with you is virtual program participants. So first and foremost, who are program participants? Program participants are the people who hold a mic at any point in the wedding. I think I've mentioned them. They don't have to be limited to the people who are attending the wedding in person. So I'll give you another idea of a wedding where the people who did the Bible readings were actually virtual. Unfortunately, we couldn't, the best idea would be if we had a screen and we could see them and hear them. That would be ideal. But in this wedding, unfortunately, that was not fully thought through. So instead, what we did is we had their audio. It was a phone call placed near a microphone, and we had them read out the Bible readings, which was still pretty cool because these are the siblings of the couple. So at least we got to hear them. Another wedding I did is we did recording of the cake matron leading the couple through the cake cutting. But I'm thinking again, if it was live, oh, what a difference it would make. So the people who ideally will be given a microphone at some point in the wedding don't have to be in person. They could actually be virtual guests, and at least people get to feel, I played a big role at that wedding because I prayed for the food, or I spoke on behalf of the bride's mom, or I preached the sermon for the wedding, and I did it virtually. It's actually very possible. Third idea is watch parties. So what exactly is a watch party? A watch party is, I'm going to give you 2 scenarios. There's a scenario where John, your colleague, is attending your wedding virtually, but they're doing it alone at the comfort of their home, versus you, the bride and the groom, organized for a watch party for your colleagues to meet over at John's place and watch the wedding together. I mean, true fun is when you share it with other people. Is when there's a very heartwarming moment or a very comical moment that happened at the wedding that you get to tell the person sitting next to you and go like, oh, that was really cool. Fun is fun when it is shared, and this is the idea behind a watch party. And if you think about it, a watch party is also a bit informal. I mean, there are moments where if you're watching a wedding, if you're attending a wedding in person, you have to be quiet and solemn, but not so for a watch party. A watch party, and I'm going to give examples like speeches, like who really listens to speeches? But a watch party, you don't have to, unless there's that guy who is telling everybody anyway, you get my point. A watch party is a really cool idea to make sure that your guests get to have fun together. I'm even thinking, what if this watch party recorded a video of themselves dancing during Mogiri, sent it to the person who is managing your virtual event, and then they splashed it or they displayed it on the screens so that we can see the different watch parties that are attending and the fun that they are having. Oh my gosh, that would be cool. Alright, so and cool, not just cool, but even the guys who are attending, those guys who have been shown on the screen would feel like, yeah, we really did attend the wedding. So that's an idea for a watch party. The idea is a care package. A care package is a gift that you have prepared specifically for those people who are watching your wedding virtually. So think of it this way. At the end of the wedding, I know a lot of weddings these days usually give some favors. For example, a bottle of honey that people get to take home with. But why don't you think about your virtual audience and in advance send to them the care package? Quick thought of my head is a cake. What if you, the bride and the groom, organized for a cake that you sent to, for example, John's house for their colleagues' watch party, and then when the cake is being cut, they get to cut it together? I think that would add the special touch that would, make your guests, your virtual guests, feel as if, yeah, truth be told, the couple did think about us who were unable to attend the wedding, but we did so virtually. Engaging the guests virtually, program participants, watch parties, and care packages. These are ideas that I think would make your virtual guests feel as if truly they were remembered and they had just as much fun attending your wedding as those guys who did in person. Do you have a golden idea that you think would be a killer to make sure that your guests, the guests who are attending the wedding virtually, get to have as much fun as those attending in person? Please leave it in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. And if there's any topic that you'd like us to discuss with regards to planning the fun at a wedding, please leave it in the comment section below. We will be sure to read it and plan to discuss it in future videos. If you enjoyed this video or if the content in this video was useful to you who is planning a wedding, please let us know by liking this video. And if you know someone who should watch this video, they're planning their wedding and you know that this information is going to be useful, be that awesome friend, share this video with them. We truly appreciate it. My name is Kimari Maina. Thank you for watching. I will catch you in the next video, or better yet, right next to you on your wedding day, having fun with you.